Welcome to E360 TV, the live streaming and on-demand destination for influential voices and enlightened audiences. We offer trending, grassroots, and purpose-driven content across a diverse range of interests. E360 TV is more than just watching programs. We offer the ability to interact with live shows connecting audiences to real, authentic influencers and storytellers while streaming to millions of devices. Real experiences. Raw conversations. One destination for it all. E360 TV.
Before you get it, baby, show me your soul. And honey, I'll show you mine. I'll show you mine. Boy, I'm standing right here holding up a sign, shamelessly displaying my state of mind. You walk right past me, pretending like you don't see what's yours for the taking tonight. Ooh, show me your soul, baby, I'll show you mine. Show me your soul. Can't you see it's way past time? How explicit do I have to be? And then I spell it out before you get it, baby. Show me your soul. And honey, I'll show you mine.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. I had to sing it because we got some singers in the house today. See, right. That's right. We got some singers in the house today, you guys. I am so excited to be here. I'm more excited just to be awake. For real. Y'all know what time it is. I was on that plane all night and then sitting in Phoenix for 2.5 hours in the middle of the night waiting to get started to get back here. But thank God I'm home, back to Chicago, and it is colder than I don't know what. 25 degrees. I was out there in Hollywood, and I'm just really blessed to be here with you all every day. I tell you why I love doing what I do, because first and foremost, one of the greatest promises I've ever encountered is fulfilled every single day when we come together, and that's the promise that ensures that where two or more of us, that's an easy one, count 1, 2 or more of us, with the same spirit of mindset, we are in agreement. We are here to change lives and empower lives. And remember that behind every scar, there is a voice. There's a story. Can I get an amen? So we come together to support each other and to fulfill that promise. So here we are, and today is no different. Thank you for putting up with the replay yesterday. We were at the photo shoot. Thanks again. I want to say you all know what was happening. Went out there Saturday, left Chicago Saturday afternoon, went to Hollywood. Thank you to Heart of Hollywood Motion Pictures and Heart of Hollywood Magazine and their brainchild leader. The wonderful, wonderful, her heart is just so giving. Giovanna Salas, thank you so much. And the team, they have gifted Bathrobe Moments with the back cover of the magazine for the next 2 years. So the only way to get on their front cover is to get into their international model competition, which I was not going to do, but until my PR people said, well, if you win, you will have made some history, because you will have been the first person to actually be on the front and the back of the same magazine at the same time. So we did it. And we did it because of all of you all. So I want to thank y'all for real. 10,565 votes came in less than 2 months. I was 6 months late getting in the competition, and it didn't make a difference. Time ain't nothing but a number, y'all. Remember that. If you do something, if you think something, if you speak something, mean that something. Why? Because the moment we mean what we say, what we do, what we think, trust me, it instantly becomes meaningful somewhere in the universe. So mean what you say. Let your nays be nays and let your yays be yays. Can I get an amen? Yes, that's how it works. That's how it works. So it was great. I'm going to take you guys through some of the things that they took me through. A whirlwind 48 hours plus about 60 really in total, from door to door. But the treatment out there was just fantastic. The tour, the B-roll, all day Sunday, and then of course we had the shoot yesterday. It was just fabulous. I'll give you more deets on that as we get through the week. So anyway, glad to be back. And thank you all once again from the bottom of my heart for all your support and all things. And you got one thing I want to say before we get the guys in here. You noticed that I chose a hotel because I wanted to check something out for myself. So I stayed in Studio City. It's in the Valley, but right around the corner from Hollywood. And so I had heard about these. They feel like internment camps, to be honest with you, homeless camps all over the LA area. And so I chose a hotel that was right across the street from one, because I used to be homeless. Some things you think you want to get away from, you think you want to forget, but you can't. And there's a reason for that, so that you don't forget the story that rode sidecar with the experience. And so I went out there, and we're going to bring a couple on that I met yesterday, a husband-wife team whose entire family supports their mission, their ministry, where the husband is a retired plumber. You may have seen it on my page. They have a traveling shower set up with 3 showers, 2 regular stand-up showers and 1 handicap. He has the water, and it pumps it back, the dirty water over. Just an incredible thing. All the towels, all the detergent, all the soap, the shampoos, everything they use is fully funded by this family. They pass the hat every Sunday at their Sunday dinner. Costs them about $800 a month to do this. And so we're going to have them on the show next week, and we're all going to help raise some money to further what they're doing. Can I get an amen? We just run to the shower and get in it whenever we want to. We wanted to run to our laundry room, wash our clothes and whatnot whenever we want to, but we don't want to forget our brothers and sisters. A lot of veterans are out there. I met a lot of them yesterday, a lot of families, little ones, babies. There was one girl had a 6-week-old baby. She was sleeping underneath a tarp right out on the pavement, and broke my heart. So y'all, we need to do better. So tune in next week. I'll let you know when that show's going to be. So today, I saw Eric Rose as you guys have seen him. He comes in and he's very interactive inside the show from time to time. And I saw him sing. I was like, that looks like, I know that ain't. It was Eric Rose and 3 of his friends. And then I thought they were just lip syncing. I said, ain't none of them. I had to get real ghetto on it. That ain't none of them. It was. And then I found out the backstory that these guys used to sing together back in the day. Now we've had corner doo-wop groups and all kinds of trios and quartets as far back as we can remember. But there's always a story. There's more than just the harmonies between the voices. There's a harmony in the relationship. And I wanted to get in here and hear about it. We've never had anything like that here on Bathrobe Moments. So we're going to bring them to the stage right now. It's 4 gentlemen, Eric, Atiba, Tommy, and Frankie. And I should have found out what the group's name was back in the day, but we're going to find out. So you first timers, put your heart into it, put your hearts into the screen. We have illuminated conversations here because it's interactive. So get your questions, comments, but let's welcome them warmly, as we always do. Here they come, the new 4 Heartbeats. hello.
Morning.
Welcome.
Morning.
guys. Welcome.
Greetings and salutations.
How's everyone?
Doing
Good.
great. Doing
Good. Somebody said before Tommy showed up, and he's the only one that's got. You got look. What? Go like this, huh? Is that? Oh, okay, a little something on there. Unlike all the other guys, and I think it was Frankie who said that when you guys were together, last time you were actually together, all your facial hair was completely black. Now, so it's been a minute, right? So before we get into how long it's actually been and get into the story of how you came together and all the things you did together, why don't we go around the group, starting with Tommy, and just tell everybody who you are, where you're at, and then we'll introduce everybody and then get started on the backstory.
Hey, I'm Tommy from the group Project Fate. I'm in Orlando, Florida. I'm in the IT business right now. Single at the moment. Don't have any kids. And I still love
You trying to get hooked up on the show?
No, I'm just,
Yes, you are.
We told you what he was.
Okay. Look. Okay. Oh yeah. Looking like Tim Meadows.
Oh my goodness, here it comes.
All right, I'm just saying, ladies, man, and you need a lady. You said okay. All right. No, I'm sorry for butting in. Go ahead.
No, it's okay.
I won't do it again.
No, I still love music. Still love entertainment, and still love these guys as well. To the day we die, So we made some great music and harmony together. We had a strong brotherhood. And I think that's more important than anything. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
So what do you sing? Are you bass, tenor, baritone? What part of the harmonies and stuff did you sing?
I was the bass and baritone. Sometimes did the falsetto with Frankie over there. So, yeah.
So Frankie had the double. That was a double threat. He was light skinned and had the falsetto. That's
Yeah, that was me.
in the group.
The barge. He's the barge.
Right? Oh,
yeah.
Yep.
okay. And we'll have to hear a little
I'll
bit
be
of that. All this love before we get out of here, Frankie.
Sure.
Oh, he said sure. Okay. Atiba, am I saying your name right? Am I pronouncing it right?
That's it.
Go ahead. Tell a little bit about yourself. Why don't you?
What you call it? Still into music, like the rest of the guys. Work in the tech field as well. Going to school for tech, and working on. Still do some writing for some folks out there. A few songs out, and outside of that, growing a food farm, man. Like just into sustainable living, like growing. I have probably 60 fruit trees and all sorts of herbs and medicines and stuff like that. So I'm building. I got a YouTube channel and things of that nature too. So just living life, man. I'm really excited to be on with these guys right here. So this is I appreciate you having us on here and this opportunity to connect with each other as well.
For sure. And why I think it's so important, I'm hoping some of those youngins get to tune in or get the replay, or some of you oldens like myself, show them about this. Because, nowadays you could never have this kind of group. It'd be hard. You'd be hard pressed because all these kids all they want to do is this, and you guys had to get together, probably in somebody's basement, somebody's garage, wherever you could. Probably got put out of a couple places back in the beginning, but we're going to hear about all those backstories. Eric, why don't you go next? Tell everybody where you're at in the world. And did you just freeze? Okay. We're going to wait and let him unfreeze. Frankie?
What's up, guys?
Name's
Frankie. Name's Frankie. Stage name, I go by Francisco. That's actually my real name. My nickname is Frankie. My close friends call me Frankie. Anybody can call me Frankie. I don't care. But live in Tallahassee, Florida. Used to live in Orlando for 15 years. That's where I met the guys. Been doing music pretty much right out of high school. Professionally, met up with the guys in, 99? We met up in 99. We formed our group. We ran training back to back, just acquiring knowledge and absorbing knowledge up until about 2004. 2004 to 2006.
2004
to 2006.
Y'all got 2000. So
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So about 2004, 2006, Atiba and I, we did a duet together. We killed it. We did, we always supported each other, whether we did ventures together as four, as individuals, as duets. We were always involved either way. There was never any animosity. There was never any jealousy. That's the beauty about our relationship as brothers, is that we always supported each other no matter what we did.
mhm.
About 2000, I'm going to try and make it brief. About 2007, I ended up doing a remix that went viral, that allowed me to travel and tour overseas for a few years. Moved to Paris, France in 2013. Moved back to the States. Just been basically in music. I've been blessed to be in music pretty much up until
Way.
about now. Fast forward to now. I'm married with a kid. He's my heart and soul, Luca. And right now, throughout all this time, I'm finally able to put out my own album, which is getting ready to drop New Year's night. So start of the new year, start of a new life, new music, new everything. The fellas helped me out on the album, so we were able to crank it out. So very excited to do that. The album is called F Class. So that should be in my link tree in there as well.
F Class.
F Class is the name of the album. Francisco
Okay.
F Class. Yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations on the project.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
nice.
you. Thank you.
And New Year's night. You want to
New
make
Year's
sure
night.
everybody's good and drunk.
Yep. Oh yeah.
That's
Oh
right.
yeah. The drunker the better. The
just-
drunker I sound better. How about that?
Yeah. Well, didn't you? Did they try to convince you to drop that thing in time to be stocking stuffers?
You know what? It was just because the project is something that I'm doing myself. I'm doing it completely independently. So I did everything. I'm doing everything without a label, without management, I've been there, done that, signed to people. It was a nightmare, never doing that again unless it's something that's on my terms.
I hear you.
But it has to be on my terms. So I'm doing everything myself. So I'm just doing everything on gut feeling. I had sworn off music for about 7 years. I hadn't recorded for a long time. And then all of a sudden, after my son came, one day I just got something in my chest that said, I need to get back into it and try it out. So I just downloaded all my equipment again and started experimenting, and one thing led to another. And I'm just kind of like, holy crap, this sounds cool. This sounds cool. This sounds cool. And then I just did my research on how to release, how to distribute, how to market. I just did everything groundwork. Yes.
Like
so
self-publish. Yeah.
Correct. So I became my own label. I had to do all the grunt work, and I'm still doing all the grunt work, but it's awesome because I'm able to do it. So, just wanted to do something where it's new year, new me, new sound, new music, new everything, and then just push forward with it.
Well, it sounds exciting, and a lot of you have a lot of us. I'm going to include myself in that. Sometimes we forget how important it is to reach and pluck something that makes our heartbeat just a little bit faster. Getting out of your comfort zone, and that's what I love about that. Good, congratulations, Frankie. Good for you.
Thank you, sir.
And then Eric, the conductor, the connector, who I saw this all come together. Tell everybody where you're at, Eric, in the world, and what role did you play back in the day inside this collective?
Yeah, actually, I'm Eric. I'm also in Orlando, Florida. We haven't seen each other in a long time, as we've mentioned before. I mean, the last time I saw physically Frankie was, I don't know, like 5, 6, 7 years ago. Tommy, it's been about 10 years or so. Atiba, we've seen each other a little bit more, off and on, sporadically throughout the years. But just life kind of got in the way a little bit. But we're all trying to just kind of reconnect. Life has changed a little bit over the last couple of years, and we're trying to really get back to how we were as brotherhood, and just know that things can change at any given moment, and we've got to cherish those friendships and kind of get connected again. So we're glad it's like we picked it up. We can go without talking for 5, 10 years, but we start and pick up where we left off, which is great. And that's the true, friendship and brotherhood that we've had. It doesn't matter, we can just say, hey, here's what's going on, and we're there.
And what's interesting, a lot of guys that I know, because I'm a veteran, and a lot of my veteran buddies, brothers and sisters, you find that in there, and you find it like guys that were in frats together and stuff in school. But this is a little different. So it's nice to see, you know, that it's important. So how did you get this jingle? Set it up for me, Eric, and then I'm going to share it so everybody can see what actually brought us here. Talk about how that all came about.
So it's funny because, you know, I do real estate. So I'm working currently with Next Move, which is a company that was formed by my buddy Jason Ross and his friend Jordan Stewart, which is a relocation referral network. So I was just completely involved in doing this. But my wife, I have a wife and 2 kids, and she had mentioned this back in August. She said, hey, I was driving and I heard there's a contest for Morgan & Morgan. She's like, you should try and, you know, write the jingle. I was like, yeah, okay. I kind of just dismissed it because I haven't done music, you know, in that capacity for a very long time. And it just kind of was like, do I want to do it? Okay, whatever. Well, about a month and a half goes by and I looked at it and I was like, oh, man, maybe I should do it. So I called up the guys and I said, hey, there's a jingle. You guys interested in doing something? And they were like, yeah, why not? Let's see what happens. And, you know, we haven't done anything since 2006, really.
Wow.
Together as a group collectively. So we sat down, took about a few days to write it. And then we sent it to Frankie so that he can arrange the vocals, send it to us so that we can, you know, learn it because we're not together. And so we just recorded our own parts and then he put it together and mixed it up. And long and behold, we submitted it the night before the deadline. That's how close we were, to getting it in. Actually, I thought it was on a Saturday night, and I was like, guys, we have till Sunday. And then he was like, check in. He's like, wait, I think it's Saturday. So we just made it.
Just got in.
Yeah, and so we watched it. It took forever, and then we noticed that we made the top 8. So out of thousands of submissions, we're like, oh, this is great. So we're like, oh, maybe we got that chance. You know, I mean, it's been years, and you know, maybe we still got it. You know, we didn't win, but you know, it was a great feat for us. We're proud that we even, you know, got to the top 8 after so long. So it was kind of great. So that's basically
just to manifest it. Just to, you know, a lot of people will talk, you know, and say, you know, we ought to, that's big in our family. I can't tell you how many family reunions we supposed to have had that never happened. You know, I tell people all the time, especially from the stages, you know, it used to confuse me when you'd hear people say, oh, you know, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. And that scared me because I was like, what the world? You know, I ain't trying to, you know, but what it is so many people pull the bow back. That's the setting of the intention, but very few will actually release the bow and send the intention, which means to follow through, to execute. And that's where all those things happen that we could have never anticipated. So talk about what it did. I want to find out if whoever wants to jump on this, but what went through your mind? What was the best part before you even got together and wrote it and recorded it, but just when it was an idea on the table from Eric?
I'd like to share.
Go ahead.
So I gotta, you know, credit to Eric for being like a driving force. Like he was like, you know, you guys write ideas. I couldn't come up with anything, and he came up with like amazing like jingle. And I think the beautiful thing about it is that it's just the connection. It's just reconnecting. Like my heart feels good, you know. And so even not winning the money, like it's still $100,000, you know. So
how much were they giving you?
It's 100.
What? The winner got $100,000.
You came close. It was $100,000.
Oh yeah, you would have had to. If I was in that group, you would have had to overnight me some Japan. Because I would have had to definitely strap one of them joints on. Because I'd have been like renegade. Yeah, right. I said, yeah, $100,000, man. And then you got to number 8. How exciting is that? So, did you ever find out who actually won?
We did, yeah. They posted it on the Morgan & Morgan website.
Which one?
They posted it on the Morgan and Morgan website.
Was it $100,000 worthy in your opinion, musicians?
You know what?
See, I knew Frankie was gonna keep it real.
It's not that. It's just everybody's different. Every sound is different. Everybody digests everything differently. So it's the sound that they were looking for, and it is what it is. And
it was a law firm, and I picture it's one of those ones you see 1,000 billboards on the freeway or on the bus stops and that kind of stuff. So they like it to be a little campy, I guess I could say sometimes. You know what I mean? So
yeah, we know what you mean
about that. But I don't think it's over. I think if you keep that thing out there, somebody's going to see something. But that remains to be seen. Listen, I'm gonna go to a commercial break early, a couple minutes, and when we come back, we're gonna come back directly into, you know what? What's the name of your jingle?
Oh.
Did you name it?
We didn't name it.
We didn't name it.
It's a jingle, right?
It's just the
Well, I used to be a jingle singer. That's why I said jingle, because I used to be a jingle singer. We'd go into the studio and do those very things back in the day, but y'all probably weren't even born yet, so you don't know. Well, I don't know. Atiba might have been.
I might.
I'm just playing it. I'm picking on you. So we're gonna go to break, you guys, and when we come back, I want you to think about, the last time you had a group like this in your life. Who did you let get away, right? How many times do you find yourself having great news to share, or just out of nowhere, a certain person from the past pops in your mind? Trust me, in most cases, it's for a reason. We're going to talk about that and more with the guys when we return. Anybody want to take us out to commercial with a little acapella? Frankie thinking about it. I can hear.
Right?
Hey,
Come on, Frankie.
sing something, not my new project. Right.
Keeping an eye on my son. He might have dirty diapers, so that's all I'm watching.
Go ahead.
Only for one night.
Oh, did you really just come with some Luther?
You got to remember, we haven't been as a group
In a long time.
Sung anything together in a long time.
Yeah. Listen, you guys don't go away. We'll be right back. We're going to find out how many fights there was over who was going to sing lead. I think that was won by Frankie too. So we'll be right back. Oh, see, I hit one. You guys don't go away. Share the broadcast out. Do someone a favor. Bless someone. We'll be right back. Well, hello, and hello. I am here because I need to have a little talk with you. My name is Lauren Michaels Harris, and I'm here to personally invite you to come in and experience a 90-minute free preview of my latest work. I don't want to just say it's a program but it's the culmination of my latest work. And I call it P3, Purpose, Patience, and Passion. Have you ever been in the position where you know something through and through 1,000% with no proof? What about this one? When you found yourself at that fork in the road of your journey, and to the left and to the right are two different opportunities, but you can feel some of everything, good, bad, and everything in between. But you stayed stuck. It didn't take either. It belongs to all of us simply because we are. So join me, won't you, for this 90-minute free preview of P3, the Journey series. Just come in and check it out. Come in and be a part of the conversation. Let's heal. Let's learn. Let's go. See you inside. Click the button. Welcome back to today's installment of Bathrobe Moments. I'm your host, Lauren Michaels Harris. And you know, wherever you find yourself at any given moment, remember the distance between point A is where you're at. Point B, well, that's everything beyond where you're at. So, why are you there? We're all at that point at every moment to choose. Sometimes I have trouble with that. I procrastinate. I've been known to do all that. But lately, I've been making better choices. One of them in the last 6 months was to drop the Diet Coke and replace it with this V8. Why? Because I wanted to do better. Seriously, I wanted to do better on my terms. And so I chose this. It is only 60 calories. It's 100% pure vegetable juice from concentrate. And you get 2, count them, 1, 2 full servings of vegetables in every single can. Easy peasy to find. Simply head down the juice aisle at your local grocer, and I guarantee you'll run right into V8 and all of the varieties that are there. In my grocery store, it's right next to the Kool-Aid juice boxes. Go figure. So do yourself a favor. Don't say, I could have had a V8. Make sure that you grab one. Just try it. That's all I'm saying. Plus, I got to drink it or it ain't going to pay me. There. I remember when I used to think, I ain't drinking no tomato juice. That's for old people. Well, there it is. So, okay, we're back. Here they come. Here they come. The 4 heartbeats. Where the lead singer go? Oh, wait a minute. Okay.
There we go. There we go.
So I want to know who was the person in the group that pretty much ran everything. There's always one. Want that one, huh? No, I ain't touching Tommy. Quiet one. Speaking up. There he goes.
I think everybody had a role to play, and like nobody was overpowering from what I remember. And y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but when we came up with the song idea, most of the time we heard, all right, we can hear Frankie on this part, or we can hear Tebow on this part, or we can hear Eric on this part, or I can hear myself in that part. For me, I'll speak up for myself. Like, I was always really good, and I enjoy harmonizing. I enjoy creating the harmonies and taking all these like wonderful different pieces that we have and putting them together. Even if it was like soprano, alto, tenor. I always took the bass. Sometimes Eric did the bass. But everybody had a part. We never had a really big issue of like anybody getting mad over who was going to sing what.
Oh, it just started. Well, why don't we find out? Here it is, you guys. Not the world premiere because it's already been out, but it's the Bathrobe Moments premiere of what we're here for. Take a listen, you guys. I think you're going to be surprised.
America's largest entry law firm's here for you. Dial pound law's what you need to do. There's nothing else you have to do except dial pound law. That's all. You shouldn't have to fight a case by yourself. A firm that you can trust like no one else. Never settle for less than what you deserve. So dial pound law. That's all. For the people, Morgan and Morgan. Serving justice, and that's what we do. Dedicated to protecting the people. The place to go is for the people.com. The only thing left to do is dial pound law. That's all.
Dang. Okay. All right. Okay. That was on point. Bravo, bravo. I see the hearts on the screen. Nice. What you guys think? Put it in the comments. Wow. So who mixed that?
Frankie.
I did over here. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So, how did it make you feel listening to that? Okay, tell the truth. Eric, how many times you listen to that, you think? Because you know how it is. We've been, play it again. Damn, that was tight. Yeah. That was, you know that. I know that was happening. Yeah, I know.
It's funny. Yeah, it's funny because we were jumping up and, especially, not doing it for so long. And we were just like, man, this is crazy. And so we kept saying, obviously, as individuals and artists, we still say, well, is it good enough? Even though we like it in the moment, we're like, all right, well, is it good enough? We've always done that to each other, which is good because it keeps you moving forward so that you're not stagnant and get comfortable. But for that brief moment, yeah, we were ecstatic and just jumping up and down, and we're just like, man, it's crazy that it sounds great. And when Frankie mixed it down, it was just like, oh my God. So it was nice to hear, especially so for so long, that
Yes,
the time has
yes.
come. But yeah, it was pretty great.
All of it. I'm looking at wait. Let me show this.
Hey, Lauren.
Yeah.
Frankie, do you have the link to what you just released with the older songs?
Yeah, if you go on the link tree that I sent you, Lauren.
Yeah.
At the bottom, I think it's further to the bottom. There's a link on that link tree that says Project Fate. That click will send you directly to. Oh wow! Oh wow!
We were babies.
The link will take us where?
Oh my goodness! The link will take you. The Project Fate link will take you to the project, our actual album that we put together on Spotify, iTunes, on all digital media platforms, and you can listen to our old music that we had created back in the day. And at the very, very bottom of the playlist of songs on the album is a jingle that we did for a radio in Orlando called 94.5. And you can hear the blend and the get a better idea audio wise of how we actually sound when our blends are really tight and they come together.
And that was what's the name of it inside the link?
And the link tree, it's Project Fate. That's the name of our group.
Project Fate. Okay. While
Yep,
I'm trying to find that, why doesn't somebody take us through what we're looking at on the screen, if you could?
Oh man. So that's wow, that was actually our first professional gig as a group in Ybor City when we opened up for Shaggy.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh my God.
Shaggy, the Jamaican,
It's
like,
the low.
yep. That guy.
Yep, he's the one in the middle in the gray shirt.
Oh yeah. So talk about that. How'd that come about?
Man, we were exploring a lot at that age and as a group, as musicians, and we did a showcase for some people, and we met a guy that booked some events and gigs, and he asked us to open up for Shaggy. He had an opportunity for us, and we just said, yeah, why not? So we went down to Ybor City in Tampa, and we met Shaggy, real cool guy. It was, we got a really, really good reception. I mean, for people that were pretty much unseasoned at that point. I mean, we were kids. I mean, God,
right.
Look at the picture.
What was the average age of the group when you guys started?
Oh, this picture was actually about 22 years ago.
Wow. Okay.
22 years ago. Yeah.
So were you guys hoping to get signed? Were you I'm sure you did, right?
The intention was to just make great music and definitely work with people we admired in the industry, and getting signed was a part of that back then, especially. Now, a lot of folks would think independent, which is the way to go.
Yeah.
But, and do partnerships with the label, like Frankie said, have it under, under your control in a sense. But that was the idea. That was the idea, to get signed, to work with, to have access to all the producers that we admired, and even writers that we admired as well, and to just, build with each other and make good music.
So how long did it take? How long did you guys practice and build it before you actually got this break that we're looking at on the screen?
Oh man, it probably was a while. I can't remember exactly, but one thing I had to mention, you mentioned earlier about like connectivity in the group. Tommy definitely was like an organizer, like it's like a glue in a sense that like the pieces and so on that we put together. So we'd be on each other about like just meeting up, and we all were excited about meeting up and rehearsing. But it was months, years. Like we would dance, we did drums, we did choreography. We were in the studio all the time, just trying to create. So it was a few years, and then certain opportunities started to open up for us.
Open up.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow. Did you guys ever have it where it was like, sometimes things just weren't jiving, and it's like, I'm done. Forget y'all. I quit. Was you know what I mean? Because it's hard. A lot of groups have a lot of talent, but they just don't know how to be friends.
Not with us.
Actually,
I don't
no,
feel like it was like that with us.
no.
It was
That's
if
awesome.
we had enough respect for each other that if we did, have a concern, it wasn't something that couldn't go unvoiced. We would always come together, and we would always sit down either at a meal or before or after rehearsal and voice our concerns, and we always were on the same page. And I think that's why our friendship has lasted this long,
All this time.
personally and professionally, because of that understanding that we're not always going to agree to disagree, but we always agreed to disagree. That's the beautiful thing about it.
Do you remember what? I'm sure you do, but somebody talk about that, and then we're gonna listen to the jingle. I have it pulled up, but like when you're working the collaborative piece where you're writing, somebody starts humming a melody, and then somebody else starts the next part. A lot of people in the last couple of years went out and saw that Queen movie, Bohemian Rhapsody, and got to see behind the scenes some of the things that actually happen. How some of the greatest music just comes by. Extemporaneously, or I don't think anything is by accident, but you know what I mean. How was that for you guys? That flow that made it all come together.
I'll jump in, I guess. We used to work the. Oh, go ahead, Eric. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that we were all pretty supportive and helping each other along. Everyone kind of had their strong suit. But what was great as we were learning, each other's ways when we first got together, like Atiba was our choreographer. He was a dancer before we met him. He did a lot of other things. Frankie was on, a label before. Tommy was doing other things. So everyone had their strong suit. And the one good thing about us is that we would check each other too. We said from the very beginning, this is a goal of ours. This is what we all want together. And if someone steps out of line, we need to make sure that we're okay with checking each other so that no one has a big head or anything like that.
Right.
And so we've always been committed to that. So no one really ever got mad. You may have your little spats here and there, but it wasn't anything that was out of control. And so if someone said, hey, I don't like this, but how about this? We were all open to it. So there was no ego. It was for the betterment of the group and for the song. And if someone wanted to sing a certain verse, if you weren't singing it right, they were doing it. But we weren't like that. We're like this. Like Tommy said, this sounds great for this voice, so this sounds great for that voice. And we worked hard, and we figured that what do we have to lose other than supporting each other.
And mutual respect. Clearly, you guys have mutual respect for each other. You probably wouldn't.
Precisely.
Right. Well, let's listen to this Star 94.5 radio jingle. And it's a cappella. Oh, okay. Here we go. I think, yeah.
We're Project Phase. We're Project Phase. We're Project Phase. And we're here with JoJo. On Star 94.5.
Dude, I still get chills. I still got chills. Wow.
I know. And I'm just gonna say, your time doing that may not. I'm gonna leave that up because I'm tempted to click on something. Frankie, you ain't playing with him. Y'all saw what I saw. Where is it? I'm gonna go back. There's a lot of stuff on here. Where is it? Okay, over here. I want to hear. Can we hear a little bit of Frankie? Frankie, tell me one to play a little bit of.
You know what? Let's see something that's which one, guys?
Spanish or
man, you can hear all of us on Right Here With Me.
You want to do Spanish Wife?
Oh, right here with me. Oh, Spanish Wife is cool. Or Right Here With Me. Spanish Wife is cool.
Or Frankie do Spanish Wife.
Spanish Wife is cool.
So the vote is Spanish Wife.
Spanish
Wife.
Yeah.
Let's take a listen.
don't wanna let you go, baby, baby, baby. Spanish wine. Cause now I think about marriage, a ring of 5 carats. I used to dream about someone like you, and now that I got you, I don't wanna let you go, baby. A girl that brought me into something new, and showing me different things I never seen before. You got me wondering if this is a real love. 'Cause I'm feeling better just watching them sweat you. Every time you're by yourself, they try to take you from my world, but I take pride in what's mine. 'Cause you know and I know that they all want what we got. So her eyes, her lips, the way she moves her hips to this, she's mine. A kiss, a touch, she shows me lots of love, she could be mine. A Harlem girl, born out the Spanish Harlem world, part of my Spanish life. So now I'm thinking we should make a move and go to exploring. Our bodies are roaring now, baby. Light some candles just to set the mood. 'Cause under the covers we've got each other. You had me wondering if this was true love. 'Cause now I think about marriage, a ring of 5 carats. I can see you dressed in white. I take your love vows, you take mine. So baby, take my hand. You've got to understand that this could be for real. The way she moves her hips to this, she's mine. I kiss her touch, ooh, yeah. What else is Spanish on the world, part of my Spanish life. And now that I got you, I don't wanna let you go, baby, 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 baby. Cause now I think about marriage, a ring of 5 carats. Her eyes, her lips, the way she moves her hips to this, she's mine. I kiss her touch, ooh, yeah. A Harlem girl, born out the Spanish Harlem world, part of my Spanish life. Her eyes, her lips, the way she moves her hips to this, she's mine. Spanish love. A kiss, a touch, she shows me lots of love, she could be mine. Spanish wife. A Harlem girl, born out the Spanish Harlem world, part of my Spanish life.
There ain't nobody but Frankie. Okay. Put your hands together. Y'all put some hearts on the screen. Y'all know. Okay. I think y'all know a little something. Okay. I mean, I can wait. Where is it? Let me go. I'm just saying. Y'all ever want to, come back together and add a old head? I got a little deal out there on the table right now. So anyway, I can appreciate is what I'm getting at. I can appreciate all it took to get that nice. I was only I usually just do a minute and a half, but I was feeling that I kept looking forward to that hook. Yeah, it was like butter. Yeah, nicely done, guys. Nicely done.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Listen, I would like to go around the circle, and if you have one piece of advice, let's say, for any young person, old person, middle-aged person, just person who is going to or would like to or currently is pursuing anything in the music business, what would you feel would be a great golden nugget, platinum even, to keep a person focused right on them, because there's so many distractions. There's a lot of pitfalls. I know a lot of parents with TikTok and stuff, they, are worried about what the kids are doing, where they're going, this, that, and the other. You guys have been in the game for a minute, so I just would like to hear what you would think would be something that you could pass forward to somebody just to help them along the way, and if they get there, to stay there safely.
You know what? I'll say, be true to who you are and do it if it feels good. Only if it feels good. If it feels good to you, it's gonna feel good to everybody else.
There you go. All right. Be true to yourself. Next, anybody?
I think you have to know what you want.
Who said that?
Go ahead, Eric. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, so I think you need to know what you want, and then once you have that goal, I sometimes say write it down, because when you write it down, you can see it, and then from there, you've got to create the relationships. You got to do the research and figure out how to get to those goals. And there have been people that have done it. So nowadays, this wasn't when we were doing music, which kind of shows our age, but you had YouTube, you had the internet, you had all of these avenues, Facebook. So now you have more access to see what other people are doing that are putting it out there on that platform. So, write it down and know what you want, and then do your research and go for it.
Awesome. So know what you're doing and do what you know. Who wants to go next?
Before I just want to address everybody in the comments. Thanks for the comments, guys. Janice, it depends what comes first, the words or the music. It really just all depends on the vibe that you get when you're working on a project. Sometimes the words will come first, sometimes the music will come first. It just really depends. But to jump back on subject, understand and know that anything that you do in life, whether it's professionally, whether it's personally, you're going to get knocked down, you're going to get discouraged, you're going to get your heart broken, you're going to go through, you're going to hear more no's than you hear yes. There's a very inspirational quote that stuck with me ever since with one of the last Rocky movies. I think it's called Rocky Balboa, and he says to his son, there's no stronger opponent in your life than life. Life is going to knock you down more times than you can think of, and it's going to beat you while you're down. It's not going to give you any opportunities. How you stay true to yourself and how you get back up and move forward determines who you are. It's how well you can take and get hit, get back up, and move forward. In my personal experience, I went 7 years without doing music. I swore off music. I hated music, but something in my heart and my soul told me, you got to get back to it. You got to get back to it and keep moving forward. So it's okay to take time. Just know that it's okay to fall. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to stop for a second. Just keep moving forward, inch by inch, little by little. Just keep moving
In other
forward.
words, it's never too late. It's never
Precisely.
too late. Yeah.
Precisely.
Awesome. Love it. Yeah, up at the top.
So 4 things, something to piggyback off of Lauren as well is intention, doing, knowing, and then protection in a sense. So the intention is, it's like I remember sitting in front of every venue in the city, and I'll sit there for get out of work. Tommy and I used to work at Margaritaville back in the day. I'll get out of work and I'll sit in front of Hard Rock, and I'll sit there till I saw my name. And we performed there together, and as solo artists as well. Used to go to the BET Soundstage when it was there. I'd sit outside and just imagine it. So that was the intention. And the doing is actually doing the work that it takes. We really worked hard, and I'm appreciative for everything I learned from these guys as well. And then the knowing, it's you have to know that we've been in the room with some of the biggest people in the industry, biggest artists, biggest producers, here and out, overseas. And you just have to know that there's nothing that separates you. You have that knowing, that doing, and the intention, you can get there. So, and the last thing is just educate yourself, protect yourself, get a lawyer. You know what I mean? Know what, study the books. Donald Passman has a book out there, what you need to know about the music industry. Save your money and invest in a lawyer. Don't just jump into anything. You know what I mean? And so, everything out there is not exactly what you think it is. People sell you things, and then you get mixed up and tied in, and you realize what it's really about.
Said, all money ain't good money.
Exactly.
Remember
So,
that one?
and then lastly, do it like Tommy said, man. Make sure you love it. Make sure you do. Make sure you feel good. If it doesn't feel good, then something's off. Just check yourself. Yeah, check yourself. Yeah.
Hence the saying, count it all joy. Right? Count it all joy.
And I have to say this one last thing. You need to be humble and genuine, because people can see right through that. And if you go at it as, an opportunity, but in a genuine way, then people will be more willing to help you. I mean, we were lucky and blessed to a lot of people along the way. And that's how it happened. It was just, by and we got lucky in a sense.
Right. I just want to say as we wrap this show up, why I thought it was so interesting and necessary to have this conversation, reunion, if you will. And it was for that. That's the thing, reunions. I want you all of us, should always remember, you know, what causes us to lose or allow these types of relationships, if you've been blessed enough to have had one, and I certainly hope you have, you know, they get fractured, they fall between the cushions of our lives, if you will, or sometimes we just get so busy we toss them to the nearest junk drawer of our lives. But if you have a chance, if there's ever something that comes through, running through the front yard of your mind, and you say, wouldn't it be great to put the old group back together? Whether that's a sewing circle, whether that's a singing group, whatever it is, the law of attraction and all of the twists and turns that it took for those moments, magical moments, those moments that I know for a fact, many of us, when we transition to what is next, that is the this is your life moment. Those are the fond memories that most of us will be watching on that big screen of our journey. So I want you to, before we get out of 2021, write down the name of at least one person, the one that got away. See if you can find them. See if you can put them together. Look at, there he is. That's the next generation, y'all. So,
Yes.
Did anyone think Frankie would never settle down and do what you see on the screen? I hit one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We can share some stories on that one.
Me. I didn't me.
Oh, I'm sure you were the one that protested the most. But look what you're holding. The future.
He's
future.
The most valuable and most important thing in my life. Money you can't put a price on him. There's just nothing that compares. Nothing.
And you can't put a price on what we're looking at on the screen either, to keep it real with you. You know, guys, I just wanted to let you know that you may not have won the competition. You may not have won the 100 grand, but what you did do was you gave us all something to think about, something to talk about, and something to strive towards. And that is priceless. You know, when we do things, like I said, in this world that we mean, it suddenly becomes meaningful to someone and something else in the world instantly. So, Eric, I would just want to say, you know, hats off, all the guys. I see you guys, you know, hopefully, you know, you'll be in your 70s and 80s, still kicking it, still singing it, still writing it, still touching lives through story, because that's what our songs and that's what our music is, stories. It looks like Ativa, you got something you want to say up there?
Yeah, no. So this opportunity, you know, being in front of your audience, I just want to say we appreciate it. We're grateful. I wanted to say to the guys, like, congratulations on everything you've been doing in life. You know, I just want to share some love. Eric, on that recent contract that you put under as a real estate agent, you're negotiating $19,000 off of a price in this market. Like, you know, big up to you, man. You've been doing great things in real estate, and, you know, I just love it. So, you know, I'm looking forward to us. Yeah, I'm looking forward to us having dinner and just getting up and just talking. We don't have to go to the spot that we used to go to in the past. We go somewhere else. But thank you.
Or we could go back to that one.
See, I love it. You're making plans for the future. Keep moving it forward and keep doing what you're doing. You guys still got it. So as long as you got it, all you got to do is do something with it. And that's why I wanted you guys here to share what you're doing to inspire all of us to do just that. So I want to thank you. And you guys, I'm going to take some time here after we're finished and we get out of here to drop all of the links you saw fly across the screen into the chat. So you can come back in a few minutes and you'll find them inside of the chat. You can just click on them and go over and check out everything that's going on with all four of these wonderful guys. So guys, thank you again. A true blessing. You know, let us know if there's anything we can be of support in your individual journeys or your collective. And I guarantee you we'll be there for you. Thank you so much. All
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Listen, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you. It was an honor. I really enjoyed our time here today. And I enjoyed my time with you. So I'm inviting you to meet me on the front porch again tomorrow morning. God willing, we'll do it all again. Tomorrow, we have the Donovan. That's right. That's the name. It's legal. classical pianist, young man from Atlanta, Georgia, that has a scholarship program for kids of color to learn piano, to learn singing, to do. So we're going to keep it going with this music thing one more day. So come in tomorrow and be a part of the conversation. Get out there in the meantime and do what it is we are commissioned to do. And that is 2 things will get you to wherever you need to be in this world, whatever you were sent here to do. Number 1, get up every day. Promise yourself to find something to give this world that they've never seen. And that means in order to do that, you've got to be willing to get up and do something you've never done. I'm Lauren Michaels Harris. I'll see you tomorrow morning for your next installment of Bathrobe Moments. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much.